Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. In the part 1, we discussed Divyansh's educational journey about his in-college experiences, internships. If you haven't watched that part, make sure to watch it. The link is in the description. In this part 2, Divyansh will share his NCR story on how did he get this internship opportunity, the interview experience, internship experience, work culture. So this video is going to be interesting. Make sure to stick around. I hope that this video would help you in your specific career as well. So without wasting further time, let's hop into the interview. So with this, we conclude the internships part, and we are coming into the main part of the interview, and that is the NCR experience. Okay, for which the audience is also waiting, and so am I. Okay, so it's kind of like till now it is very much inspiring. I got learn a lot of new things about your journey. Okay, initially we were kind of like the awkwardness was there, but right now it's been a like few minutes, and I'm very much comfortable talking to you, and so you are, because uh, this kind of conversation we usually have with our friends, but today I'm having a conversation with a person whom I don't know, but it's better. that that's the reason why I open up a lot. And thanks for this sharing all the experiences you have shared in the previous interview. It would help a lot of other students, Divyansh. Okay, and you are doing a great job. So next part we'll start. Okay, so I want to ask you, did you ever thought of getting placed at NCR Corporation?
I never thought of that thing.
Okay.
I even don't know about the NCR until I get the
Wow.
this particular thing on. Actually, I was very much in the hacker. So in that I was giving competition for every organization. In that particular thing only, I got to know about the NCR. Then I search about what particular things NCR doing. So NCR was really doing so much in India that we don't know. After I get into NCR, then I was easily able to search that particular thing, like this is from NCR, this is from NCR. So before that I don't know, but using Hacker Earth, I was able to get to into the NCR.
Great. So the next question I want to ask you is about, like, how did you get this internship opportunity with NCR?
So first was like I got to know in Hacker Earth, and my college also told us like this is the opportunity on Hacker Earth. But before that only I applied that to that on Hacker Earth, and then there was a written exam. Like it was a competitive coding exam. There were 10 MCQ and 2 coding questions. So I was not able to solve all the coding questions. I was able to solve one question, and in second question, 2 test cases, I wasn't able to solve it. But still, I got the shortlisted in that particular thing, and then there was an interview in the NCR only. Like it was NCR Gurgaon where I had the interview. So in that interview, like it was at 3 rounds. So, but for me, it became 4 rounds.
So the next question I want to ask you is, like, can you describe your interview experience with NCR in detail?
So, in interview, mostly they are taking 3 interviews for every person. But for me, it gone for 4 interview also. So, like, first interview was technical round only. So they were asking like questions were like this. Uh, it was more on OOPS, database concept, and some were like which program or which algorithm you have previously learned. So I told them stack, and they asked me some practical knowledge on that, and I told them balanced parenthesis. That was a thing that compiler also do, uses stack. So these kind of thing, and then it went to technical round 2, where he asked so many questions to me on OOPS only. Actually the process was like, he asked me like, did you play any sports? So I told yes. Then he said, which sports? Then I told him cricket. So he told me like, did you have good knowledge of cricket? Then I say yes. Then he say like, use class, inheritance, and everything, and build a whole scorecard for that particular thing. I was writing on paper whole class, inheritance, overriding, and everything of that particular thing, and checked it, and it was right, luckily. And then he asked some questions, and he told me like he will give 3 opportunities to me, like I can ask him 3 times. if I got stuck in any particular situation. So I never used that particular thing, but he was asking question and I was answering. Like, it was more on OOPS and what are my favorite kind of thing in OOPS concepts. And then he went to Google. He started searching some questions on Google, and then he started asking on some question on Google, and some questions were really difficult. And at last he came onto the, like, he was asking some coding question, but I wasn't able to solve that thing because he was asking he was asking some about the data structure. So I told him like structure, we can use structure, but he told me like he don't like structure. Then I told him like map, using map you can do that particular thing. Then he again told me like I don't like maps. So in this way he was particularly taking me to some specific solution, but I wasn't achieve that thing. But still I went to the next round, that was HR round, and in that also they asked me like tell me about your experience, and we can see like you play sports activity, we can see you are volleyball captain, don't talk about that particular sport, talk about different things that you have gone through in your life. They also asked me like if you can share your motivational story kind of thing, what is your motivation, we give you 1 minute. And that time I stand up and I say it's my story, then I won't be taking 1 minute. And I told them like this only, like I've been through so many things in internship kind of thing. And then at last they asked me something about like one question that I got stuck there was like what if some other organization is giving you more CTC, will you still be joining this organization or not? So I really stuck at that particular time for this question, because it's really more common, like if I'm getting a better CTC and better organization, then why I will going to that organization at that particular moment. And I think same goes for that organization also. If they are getting better employee with less salary than me, so why they will be taking me? So at that particular time I got stuck, but they say take your time, go out, take some time, we are taking another interview at that particular time, and then again come back and tell the answer. So they gave this particular thing, I don't know why they gave that thing. So I went there and then again come back and give answer to that thing. And at that time one more extra person came there and he said like all go away from right now, and I will be taking one-on-one interview from you now. So again the interview goes on for HR. It was more of personal question at that time, and after that I got the internship and it was really good.
Yeah, great. So you had an amazing interview experience. Okay, so the interviewer was roasting you a bit. He was asking you a lot of questions, and the question which you told me about, like if someone offers you a good CTC, okay, so like technically speaking, okay, if you want to get into that organization, what I would do is I would definitely say yes, because that answer is kind of the need of an hour. If you say no, they'll not do anything. Okay, that just if you are saying yes, that describes your trust towards that organization. You will be with that organization even if you are like offered like the package you have. Okay, because that shows trust, and that's the reason why they asked you such a question about like if some other organization offers you a CTC more than that. But if you think it from your perspective, if you want to earn more, you will definitely hop on to the opportunity which is offering you a good CTC, good package. Okay. But yeah, so it all depends upon you. It's how you think. Okay. It doesn't matter if what I think. You will think differently. I'll think differently. Yeah.
In that particular situation, when I go back again, so I answered them like if I'm getting a good growth in this organization and I can see my good future, so why I will be thinking of leaving this organization? So this was my answer.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. Yeah. Talked about like the growth you will get them in that organization, and it's kind of very much like what everyone should do. Okay. Like in the initial stages of their career, they have to get into some jobs, okay, which they don't like, or even if they like and they are offering low CTCs, because initially we all are here to learn, okay. Once we develop ourselves, once we are once you become a good software engineer, okay, that time your worth is there in the industry, okay, and that time you can expect more from a particular organization, because you have worked so much, you have worked 3 to 4 years, 5 years for that organization, and you are experienced enough, okay, and then you can expect I want like a more CTC because I've worked with this organization for more than 5 years, and also I have a lot of contributions which I've made to this organization, so I deserve it. Okay, and that time you don't even have to tell it. They'll only give you kind of that bonus and that opportunity to excel yourself more, because they see the spark in you, and they see how well you can do in future, how well you can contribute towards the success of their organization. In your terms, it's NCR. Okay, so that's great. So you got the internship, and that's a good thing. So the next thing I want to ask you is, like, share your internship experience with NCR.
So in internship, we were given the software development training. So after we have gone through the training, so we were given a project. So till now, I can say like I have built 2 or 3 websites there for the internal purposes right now also. So and plus I also am contributing to some other tools that are built by someone else, and making some things there also. So I think and the seniors, they are very helpful to me. So they teach me everything there. Like first teaching that I think my manager gave me was like focus more on like requirements than going directly to coding something. So you should be clear in your mind like what a customer is expecting from you. What are the requirements that he is saying? Then only you should think of any structure of that particular thing or solving that particular problem. So I think these are the things that I learned in internship only. Now that I'm applying in my software engineer life.
Great. So you had an amazing internship experience with like NCR. You got to learn a lot of new things. You got to meet a lot of new people, and work in a team and get that experience working in a big organization. And you enjoyed it personally. And was it kind of a remote internship, or it was in office? Like you had to go to Gurgaon?
Yeah. No, I was unlucky that it was remote internship only.
It's okay. Because everyone is unlucky right now because of the pandemic. It's not just you, it's everyone. Okay, everyone is facing this crisis. We are all in this together, and we'll overcome this together, Divyansh. So great. So the next question I want to ask you is kind of, what were your roles and responsibilities as a software engineering intern for NCR? What did you do in those 4 months?
So it's like 8 hours a day, but there is no any limitation like you should start working at 9 a.m. only, and it's just you, whenever you start your working, it should be 8 hours duration that you are working. And mostly I was building the tools for internal purposes. So my whole internship went on developing those things. And right now that tool is in feedback phase, and many people are using it, and we are getting some feedback, and we will be making some changes in that tool also. So I build almost 2 tools right now, and right now I also am working with some other tools which are made by other persons, and getting some training and using it for production purpose.
That's great. So so this is going to be the last question regarding to the internship. So if you were given to describe your whole internship experience in one word, what would it be? Fantastic. Great. Yeah, so that was the question. So you talked about your managers and everything, like how they helped you, how they supported you, and the whole NCR. Okay. So I want to ask you, like, from your perspective, can you define the work culture at NCR?
I think the work culture is very friendly there, and plus there is a good work-life balance there. Because I already told you, like, there is no fixed time that you have to start at 9 a.m. only and go to that particular thing. So these things are very good in NCR, and can easily approach to any person in the whole organization, either manager or lead person, the project who is lead by the software engineer. So they are very helpful in that particular scenario. So I think work culture and everything is very good in NCR.
Yeah, so it's according to you, it's kind of a good workplace to start your career with.
Yes, definitely.
Great. So the next question is, like, what skills are required to convert your internship opportunity into a PPO at NCR?
I don't really focus in this particular thing. I only did my work that given to me in that organization. And if you have done the work correctly, and they think that it's working good for you, and I think that's the only thing I did. I did only the work there, and they only converted that particular thing. I don't have to like do lot of hard work there, but doing the work and gaining some knowledge there and doing it correctly was enough to get a PPO.
Yeah, so like doing the work which is assigned to you and doing it perfectly, giving them no chance to point out at you. Okay, and like like making them feel the need to take you and not the other way around. Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Yes, great. So the next question is, do you want to give some tips or advice for the future aspirants who are looking to crack your role at NCR?
I think they should focus more on OOPS. I think practical knowledge is also a good plus point will be there with practical knowledge if they have some. And competitive coding is always there. You can't avoid it. And I think that's it. That's not any additional kind of thing that I can give them. I also did the same thing, like hard work. That is the important thing that you have to, of course, do it. You can't run away from it. So if you have done a hard work and you have good practical knowledge, then I think any interview is easy for you to crack. That's what I think.
Great. And thanks for sharing that, Divyansh. It would help a lot of other students. So the next question is, like, who is your role model in your life or career, and why?
I think there are many role models in my life till now, and I don't think I can give a whole credit to one person, because most of the time what I found is like I am a person who tries to gain with the experience that some other person shares to me. So whether it's younger than me or older than me, they always, everyone has some different experiences. So if you are able to understand their experience and you were able to find like what particular situation they went wrong or what particular situation was beneficial to them, so I think that can be really helpful for you. And they are like my seniors, my friends and my family members are very much easily communicate with me on that particular scenario, like sharing experiences. So I found like everyone is like role model for me, because everyone has some different experience in their life. And if you can gain something out of that experience, I think that's the whole thing that you can do. It can really push you ahead in the life, because they have already faced those problems in their life and you are just overcoming from that problem. So I think every person that I have met till now are like a role model to me.
Wonderful explanation, Divyansh. So I was expecting you could name someone and like tell about that person and how it helped you, but I didn't expected this answer, but that was a good answer. You learn from others' experiences. That's what I do. Right now I'm having this interview. I'm learning from your experience. I'm doing the same thing. So thanks for sharing that. And the next question is, how does it feel to become a software engineer finally?
So like it's right now a remote desktop location, so it's a normal thing. Like in college also we are used to like only, and right now also I'm like, but if it will be in an office, then I think that will be a different, because I will be interacting to some other people who have more experience than me, and again I was gaining some knowledge about their experience. So in that perspective, I think software engineer is good. And plus I was able to tackle many real life problems for me. Like I am gaining some understanding like what actual real problem everybody face in their life and getting some solution out of it. That's really pushed me and motivates me, like getting to a solution. After you successfully build that solution, it is used by other people. That really motivates the person really, because you see that these products are built by me and they are being used by others. I think that's the whole thing that a software engineer would want in his or her life. Like they develop something and it's been used by so many.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. So the next question is like, what's the most important lesson you have learned as a software engineer?
I think there are so many lessons, but for recent, I can say like the manager only told me like you should focus more on the requirement than directly jumping to the coding something. Because until and unless you are not clear with the expectations or customer demand and you are building something and they again told you like this is not my demand, and then you are just taking whole project down and again rebuilding it. So this will cost you time plus I think money of the organization also, what they are paying to you. So I think that these kind of things that seniors told you, it's a good thing and good learning of that particular time. So I think this right now, this is what I'm coming in my mind, like knowing the requirements of that particular customer or the project. It's a important thing than directly coding that particular thing.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. And it's not just in NCR. in every organization, anything, even it's business, you have to get kind of the requirements of the consumer, and you have to prepare a product, okay, and give it to them. And once you are cleared with the requirements, then and only then you can code it. Because if you code without knowing the requirements, there is going to be something or the other which the customer is not going to like, and he's going to yell at you, or maybe he's going to tell you again to do it, and that's kind of a double work for us. So it's better that you first study the requirements, and one by one you develop the product. And thanks for sharing that, Divyansh. So just one or two questions, and then we wrap up with this interview. I know it's been too long, but just bear with me for some time, and it would be over. Okay, Divyansh. So the next question is, like, what educational preparation would you recommend for someone who wants to become a software engineer in future?
I think education is really important. So like you have the basic knowledge of everything. Like you already told, like theory is very important for any person. But I think with educational knowledge, practical knowledge also plays a very important role in that particular thing. Because you are learning everything in college only. Like 4 years, they will teach you everything. That's the basic requirement for a computer science engineer. But until and unless you don't apply that particular thing, it's no use. So I think educational thing is really important for you. It will build a base for you. But after it has built a base, until unless you do some problem or like competitive coding only, like you solve until a problem, until then you don't understand importance of everything in that particular base. Like you will be taught about data structure, OS, algorithms. Until unless you don't do a competitive coding, you don't understand like what data structure plays important role there. And until unless you don't go in internship and don't gain the practical knowledge, you won't get to know like what is the optimization and execution time there, like how they play an important role in any organization or building any product. So I think these kind of things are really important for any person.
Great. And thanks. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Divyansh. And I hope that this would help a lot of students who are watching this video. And the second last question is, like, who were your biggest supporters in your entire career journey up till now?
Like my family members, of course, my friends, and my rivals also. Rivals, or you can say competitors.
Yeah,
so like, yeah, so they really push you hard. Like they try to raise your level because they are above your level. So you will always try to reach that particular level. In that particular journey, you will explore new things. You will gain some experience, and you will be better person than you were before. So I think these all were the people which were supportive for me.
Great. And with this, we'll go to the last question. And I want to ask you, do you want to give some words of motivation to our audience? Because you got placed in NCR, you had a lot of rejection, and you made it. So what is the motivation you want to give?
So like I personally don't think I have achieved that much right now, but till now what I have done is like I haven't focused on any rejection, that's for sure, and I keep continue the hard work irrespective of it will be giving a profit to me or loss to me. I just did the hard work and continue to be doing it until the last moment. So after that the results were already there, so I don't have to do extra thing or do something differently, but just hard work helps me to attain these things. So I think hard work is the main thing that everyone has to do. And I don't think that's a good, everybody says that hard work has to be done by everyone. So I think that's the common thing that is everybody has to do, and they can't run from it, and they have to find something in motivation. Like I won't be able to give any motivation to anyone, but they have to focus something, like they will have something in their life that will motivate them in any scenario in that particular time. So I think they have to found that particular thing. Like I told you, like there were rivals or competitors, so they also comes as a motivation to us. So in this way they also have to find some motivation. Only words are not sufficient. They have to find something in their life that will raise their bar or raise their knowledge or gain experiences. So I think that's a more motivation thing than giving something to them.
Absolutely. And thanks for sharing that, Divyansh. Okay. And like that is kind of a motivation, and a lot of students who are watching up till now would be motivated by your this kind of a 2 to 3 minutes motivational talk. Okay. And with this, I would like to conclude with the interview, and I want to personally thank you. A big thanks to you, Divyansh, for sharing your experiences, your in-college experience, and each and everything you share on this platform. Everything is useful and it would help a lot of other students. Okay, and thank you so much. And I want to wish you best of luck for your journey at NCR and any like other companies you will go through in future. You are doing a great job, and thank you so much, and all the very best for your future endeavor.
Thank you so much, Omkar, and thanks for having me on this platform. And I hope this will be really helpful for others. And I think I really like to contribute to the community, and that's what I'm doing. Thanks.
Yeah. So amazingly, I also like enjoyed having that conversation with you. We had a lot of fun talk. Okay. So I also got to learn a lot of new things. You also got to learn a lot of new things from me. Okay. So
Sure.
kind of a mutual beneficial. Okay. And also the audience who are watching the video, they also get benefited by this, by knowing your experiences. So yeah. So with this, I would like to conclude the video. And if you are watching the video up till now, make sure to like the video, subscribe to his channel. Also reach out to Divyansh. I'll mention the links to his social handles in the description box. So do check it out. Do reach out to him if you have any questions related to getting placed at NCR. If you need any coding assistance, he's there to help you. He's active on LinkedIn. So make sure to reach out to him. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of interview series with another person from the industry who is there to inspire you. Until then, keep learning, keep inspiring, keep growing. Thank you.
Bye.